Okay, haves and have not fans. Now, this is a question that I've been asked a few times, mainly going back to a post I did a couple of weeks ago about who is the biggest Tyler Perry villain of all time, and easily Veronica Harrington. I got a video coming out later this month. I was going to go through all the atrocities she's ever done, but I feel like that would take who knows how long to put together, but I would rather do like a top 10. Who knows? Maybe I'll just do a video about why she's a menace. But fans were like, no, I think Candy was a Candy Kane, aka Candace Young, was a bigger villain than Veronica. And let me just tell you, Candace Young cannot hold a candle to Veronica Harrington. Now, going back to the haves and have nots, if you watch from the beginning, yes, Candace was the main villainess of the series, but for some reason, I remember me and my mom talked about this all the time. It's like after Amanda's death, and after Candace had Jim, abducted by Warlock and his crew and got the $7.4 million from him, it felt like the bad bitch energy shifted from Candace to Veronica. And all of the unpredictable chaos that Amanda had once she died, that got transferred over to Veronica as well. And the moment where Veronica truly made that turn to, oh, wow. Or that moment in the show where I felt like, oh, wow. I really, 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 really see her as the main character or the main antagonist of the show was when she tore up the bar at the, I believe, Sarandon Hotel. When David called her a simple bitch and she went off. And I'm like, okay, Tyler, that's where we're going with this character now. Candace did a lot of underhanded stuff. I'm not trying to, sugarcoat her crimes and, the affairs, the extortion. She killed Oscar / Brandon. She sent a thug to go after her mom, who she ended up killing. Self-defense. I mean, she indirectly, she was the cause of some characters dying. Her actions indirectly caused her son to get killed, but arguably you can blame Hannah for that. But to be fair, she went to Warlock directly to try to make peace, because remember at the time Warlock was trying to kill Candace, and unknowingly Hannah was being followed, and as a result, that's when the crew came to shoot up the hotel and kill Candace. But regardless, Veronica was just next level. I think Jim Cryer really set things, in motion when he called her like, aside from the criminal, Catherine would say little girl, or even Jim in a condescending tone, like, little girl, you have no idea who you're messing with. And it just goes to show you that, you always have to, your problem is, you don't know how to play the game. You're playing checkers while everybody else is playing chess. Your thing is, when you come into a room, you act like you're the biggest, baddest, and the smartest person in there, when really you're not. And Candace kept trying to play these games, but guess what? Veronica won't that. She won't the one. I feel like more often than not, whenever Candace tried to pull one over or team up with Jeffrey against Veronica, I think one of the key moments where Veronica showcased how far ahead of the game she was compared to everyone else. When she came over to Candace's new house and she had like a water bottle and she like dumped a bunch of liquid on the floor and just left. And then after she left, they're like, what the hell did she do? And then they cut off the light and it glowed in the dark, pretty much like a liquid to show that, oh wow, there's blood on the floor. This is after they killed Quincy. So it's like, oh, how does she know? So that, along with the fact that they quote unquote teamed up when it came to the Erica situation, Candace wanting to take David's money and, Veronica just wanting to kill David and Erica. But at the end of the day, Veronica took care of things herself and Candace was left high and dry. So folks, I don't think that you can, it's really comparing apples and oranges. I would have loved to see these two team up more in this series, but the thing is, Veronica is in it for herself. She can't be trusted. And as the series went on, she became bigger and badder, and Candace just became, she just got left into the dust. Think about it. And I really want to save some of this for the Veronica video I got planned, but David backhanded her. And she, blew him up or attempted to kill him by blowing up Erica's car. Then from there, she sent a group of thugs, armed thugs, to basically kill everybody in the house. Her husband, or ex-husband at the time, and her own son. She gave no fucks. She was willing to just kill them all. Justin backhanded her, or I know he slapped her in the face. I can't remember if it was a backhand or just a slap. What was it, in like the parking garage? And from there, she pressed charges, and she arranged for a group of thugs to beat and sexually assault him in jail because of the slap. Candace Young pulled some very, very dark and unforgivable things in the show, but Veronica Harrington was just on an entirely different level. I mean, if you're a Dragon Ball fan, it's like, I don't know, comparing Raditz in the Saiyan saga to Jiren from the Tournament of Power. It's just a major gap that's almost, you can't even calculate the difference in power or threat level. Folks, Veronica Harrington, she's like at the top of Mount Everest, while Candace is still at the bottom of the Mariana Trench in the ocean. She can't touch Veronica. So, I feel like in the beginning of the show, she got under her skin by, hinting at, well, I know your son's gay. That was really the only time you can get under Veronica's skin when it came to mentioning Jeffrey. But that was it. The show kept going, and they're like that, she didn't really care at that point. So, folks, don't compare these two. You can't. Veronica Harrington is that character. Top tier. So, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one.